Hi, welcome. This is our weekly reading for September 23rd through September 29th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We are all psychic. We're not all going through the same things. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions that are based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation and so on. So we are all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. In the end, is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for the wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? It's always your choice in the end. Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. All right, let's begin the readings, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi, Gemini. Welcome. This is our weekly reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Inquiring for September 23rd through September 29th, 2016. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Gemini. For the highest, greatest good of all, one card for focus, clarity, and understanding into the energies of the week for Gemini and how to ride these energies best. One card for Gemini this week. The Ace of Pentacles. Oh, Gemini, that's a nice beginning to the week. That's your golden ticket right there. Vincenzo's going to hold your golden ticket for you this week. This is a golden opportunity. Just placed in your hands, just placed before your feet, placed in front of your eyes. It's there for you. It's a new start. It's something you can do, something you can touch, feel, like work on, create. It's abundance. It brings prosperity. It brings growth. It's a really nice opportunity, Gemini. So I feel like there's Vincenzo, don't put a hole in the card. We need the card. You can hold this, though, for Gemini. There you go. So, I feel like when the Ace of Pentacles comes, it's such a big opportunity or chance that sometimes you don't want to believe it's for you and you can let it fall away. You know, you're like, no, that's a big opportunity. It's too heavy. It's too much. I'm not sure. I'm not ready. I don't know why it's here. It can't be for me. And there's this questioning going on. And don't question it so much. Start to do something about it. Start to try. Start to take a chance. Start to work on something when this comes. Don't let the opportunity roll away, Gemini. I feel like it creates more. You can smell this opportunity. I feel like all of the flowers in this card you can smell. So maybe it's an opportunity you smell. You can smell it coming. You can recognize it as being yours. So if that smell, if you smell something that like brings you towards it, or this is kind of weird, like makes your smell magnify, like your essence magnify in a good way, then like where others are like, what is that? What are you working on? What is that smell? And it gets people talking and wondering and questioning. That's the opportunity. That's the chance. That's the golden ticket. So let's get more information, Gemini, on this golden opportunity coming this week. Well, this is in my hand, so let's go for this. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. Let's get another card for the Ace of Pentacles for Gemini. What'd you do? Gemini, you are number 2 this week in my random order of signs. Vincenzo's going to work on that for us. All right, let's get another card for Gemini. One card. Ghostlands. That made me think of a song. I'm going to put that below. It's Ghost Town, though, that I'm thinking. So there's like, it's interesting. It's everything that should be sparkling in rainbow light in black and white. I also think of old movies, like projection films or antique films, Edison films, something like that, something the past, something that was in the shadows, something that was hidden in the unknown, in another realm, beyond what you can see. It's also a 17, so I think of the star. Perhaps it was just, I feel like something was in the snow, cold, beyond touch, beyond reach before. But this is also like Ghostlands. It's like essence. It's like energy, like vapor. So I'm also thinking of like essence again. Maybe vapor, maybe perfume. I see like one of those vapor lounges that's popping up all over to help people not smoke. Maybe something with that. And like different herbs and essences. I see like lavenders and stuff like that. Maybe there's also clover here. So maybe honey or clover leaf or, I see the clover, but it's not green. So I also think of the star with the 17. And there's time here. There's a big ass clock, like a clock tower, like something beyond time, through time, timeless. Maybe there's something timeless in the situation. I think of like an old Hollywood movie star. So perhaps that's meaningful. And there's something like, I feel like it's almost like the same beautiful vibrancy, but there's a filter on this one. So maybe something is coming to life here, Gemini. Like something's coming out of Ghostlands. It's starting to live again, to breathe again, to flourish again, to come alive again. Something beyond time, something with time. I feel like this was, I want to say like, I see Cancer, and it's like between Cancer and Gemini here. So maybe there's a few Geminis that are almost to Cancer, or you're dealing with a Cancer, or it's a sensitive situation. I feel like there's something in the stars here. And there's also a decision, and there's also choosing which path to go. But you have to look at it through a different filter to understand which doorway is yours. So I'm not exactly sure what I just said, but I want to move to the romance angels. So let's go to like communication, relationships, matters of the heart. Let's get more clarity on Ghostlands, Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. Vincenzo is now grooming my hair. He's very thorough. He works from the root to the tip. You go, Vinny. You're the best hair groomer I got. All right, let's get a card for Gemini. Free yourself. So perhaps you were stuck in a ghostland before, in the unknown. You didn't feel any hope. Like your four-leaf clover was black and white. And this is the opportunity to get out of that, to get out of your pen, come, you know, beyond the fence, what was fencing you in, keeping you in. There's magic here, innocence here. There's a unicorn. So I think of something really special, something rare. So maybe it's a rare opportunity to free yourself. I feel like you enjoy wearing this fancy collar. Like he has a really fancy collar. But you don't have to stay in the pen to wear the collar. I'm not sure what I just said. But I feel like it has to do with jewelry and abundance and maybe like responsibility somehow to come back, to check your home, to cover all the bases, to work with others, to check on your land. Perhaps you don't want to leave forever. You just want to, you know, have a little space to go out and roam around. And so things look different, to change your perspective, to see outside the box a little bit. It's time to take back control of your life, Gemini. So maybe this was something out of control and this is bringing you back into control here. What is there in your life that feels like it's like stagnant, holding you in, keeping you in the pen, keeping you frozen, keeping you from moving somewhere, like an adventure? Maybe you just need to, I feel like it's not very big. It's just changing, like going to a different neighborhood, to visit a friend, checking out like a national park, something like that. Like just actually changing your environment to come up with a different solution somehow. Let's go to the Thoth and get another card for Gemini. Another card to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. All right, also I want to mention the 17 brings you to an 8. So the 8 brings you back into power, which is this, back into control. Releasing, you know, when you keep, I feel like if there's anything you're keeping ties on or expectations on or holding anybody else on a leash with, you need to maybe release that. Free that up too, free that person, that situation, that scenario up as well. So there's, like I hear, like breathing, they can breathe as well. And you can change your environment to see a different perspective, to come up with a different solution. Without those attachments, you'll have more freedom to open your arms and see things differently. All right, I'm going to pull another card. I'm not exactly sure what I said right there. This is completion. Okay, so this is, I feel like, look at this. I feel like it's also being in the pen here. And there's also like a ram, a dove. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 4 rams, 4 doves, and I see Aries and Venus in this. But it's a wands card, so it's a fire card. It has to do with like, all right, let me see. I feel like it's completion. It's like before you were trying to get things running smoothly, like a wheel spinning, and it was out of balance, or there was, you know, like some of these rods were crammed together before, so it wasn't spinning right. It was off balance somehow. So there's a balance restored here. It's a 4. But it's also like the 4 of rods. So it's also an idea. It's also completion in working with others. Completion with putting the proper time in to fix the situation, to get it running smoothly. It's also like, it could be like an announcement. It could actually be a celebration. Sometimes like the 4 of rods is like an announcement, or like a marriage proposal, something like that, something that makes you feel complete. But I feel like with a balance with an opposite energy. The Thoth deck always brings me to a different place in vibration than the like Rider Waite does, because I feel like it's more energy than a picture storybook scenario. So I see like more symbols that move and stuff like that when I look at this card. So if it's not the traditional meaning, I feel like it's like a bonfire of creation with different energies together. And it's also a 4. So you know, that brings you stability. It brings you something solid, something worth building on. Let's get another card. I'm going to go to, I actually have the Sun Moon Tarot. I didn't expect to use this deck, but I'm going to pull a card from this deck for Gemini. And let's get another card on the Four of Wands, completion. I also want to show you this before I pull. Hold on. Look at this big wheel here and then here. I feel like it's getting the wheel spinning. You're moving something. It's like equal somehow. So this can go. And then once it starts spinning, it can spin faster and faster and faster and bigger. And it's also like here, except I feel like here you're just stuck. Perhaps you need to get out of the pen to push the wheel to get it to move. And maybe just getting it moving moves everything into balance. Maybe you just weren't moving before. I feel like this balance has to do with moving, with your energy, with putting energy into something, and that's what gets the ball rolling. So let me go to the Sun Moon. Let's get a card for Gemini to clarify the Four of Wands, completion, freeing yourself, ghostlands, like really nice opportunity, getting the ball moving, the ball rolling, the Lovers. So maybe making a decision. Maybe this is what you're getting the ball moving with. Maybe you were just not sure. I mean, Lovers is working together with others. It's taking back control in the decision you can make. There's always, I feel like here it's a church. You're protected by God, by spirit, by your angels. So, and then I see children. So maybe also there's a lot of symbolism in this card. So I also see the lion, the eagle, the serpent, the egg, freedom. I see freedom here in wisdom. I see the female energy. I feel like she is holding both the sword and the chalice. And the male energy is embracing the female energy of allowing that. The younger female energy has the daisy and the younger male energy has the rod. And Cupid is, I feel like just aiming the arrow at both of them. So perhaps you already have children and you're looking at your family different, or you're looking at the person here and thinking about children in your future and you never thought about that before. The Lovers is always threefold. We're going to just pretend that the children right now are, you know, involved, but we're going to go to this couple. This person has a choice. This person has a choice. And God, circumstance, fate, the universe, situations, timing, everything else has its place in how this relationship unfolds. This person has the choice with their relationship in their self, their relationship with this person, and their relationship with God, with how situations are, accepting things as they are, and how they deal with that. This person has the same thing. They can choose to have this relationship with the divine, with God, or not. They can choose to have the relationship with this person and keep it between them or not, or themselves or not. But in the end, it always comes back to the power that you have in that situation and be an example in that situation. And accepting, like, I feel like there's always protection with the Lovers. There's always God's hand, but it's never... It's always a protection. It's never a control. It's never a manipulation. It's always divine. It's always unconditional love. There's no judgment in what you do because you always learn from your choice. So no matter what choice you make, in the end, it always brings you back to love. It brings you back to God. It brings you back to how we're all one and we are all here to learn. So perhaps there's a freedom in making this choice. This could be freedom in a relationship, you know, for this relationship to develop how it should and unfold as it does. And I feel like without expectations or restrictions or too many rules and regulations kind of thing, just love and growth and choice to see it like that. And allowing each person mutual respect to have their own freedom and choices. And just, I feel like there's just love here, no matter what anyone chooses. When these children grow up, they get to choose what they want to do too. So it's also a 6. It brings you back into balance. I feel like I want to focus on the eagle for some reason. So maybe you're seeing the bigger picture in a situation and the lion is having courage in a situation. So I'm going to go to the Angel Tarot. And let's get another card for Gemini. For the lovers, completion. Maybe somebody's thinking of marriage with that 4 of Wands. Maybe that's different for you. You never thought of marriage. Maybe you're thinking about your marriage, about how your marriage is now with children, without children. Seeing that in different ways. I feel like for some of you, you've been wanting children and it was like maybe barren before, and maybe now this like new filter on your relationship without putting it like pressure on that situation allows that freedom to bring completion. Maybe this is a new baby in some situations. I feel like for others, it's a new job, like a new opportunity for your family to grow, your whole family, not just you, everybody. It's abundance in this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there's a lot of completion here with you. The Knight of Ariel. So perhaps an earth sign too. This is also doing something, getting your hands in the dirt. Like I said before, like something you feel. You feel the opportunity. You feel the energy that you're putting in. You're putting in good seeds. You're planting good seeds. It's a lot of work, like to get it started, but it brings you so much harvest later. So maybe you're getting to work with something, Gemini. There's like a big workhorse here. I feel like you have help. It's, it could be an earth sign. So like a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. It could just still be that energy around like Virgo season in this like ending of September, or an actual like earthy sign. But it doesn't have to be. It's a general reading. So it's somebody that it's somebody like really trustworthy. I feel like this is you too, Gemini, even though it's an earth sign. Maybe you have earth in your chart. I feel like it's you, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. But it's telling you there's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by somebody kind. So if this is an earth sign around you, it's telling you to get grounded, to like get your feet on the ground, get it planted down, start something really real, really solid. It could be a lot of work, but it's going to be worth it. So don't be afraid when this big opportunity, coin, pentacle comes into your world, and, you know, be ready to take it. You're going to be able to handle this load. It's going to actually make you feel more whole, more free. I feel like stronger that you're holding this than when you weren't. So, I feel like you're planting coins of abundance. Just start. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you soon. Bye, Gemini.